right, welcome back. And today I have the, what the hell? All right, never mind. Today I have the Diamond Select Abomination. This came out well over a decade ago, and for the longest time used to keep reselling. However, that's not going to happen anymore since Diamond has now gone under, unfortunately. But we can at least remember them by taking a look at one of their largest figures. Now, Diamond, it's no secret that Diamond was known for making huge ass motherfucking figures. I am talking gigantic. Don't believe me? For size comparison, here's the 6-inch Marvel Legends Spider-Man. Yeah. Holy motherfucking moly, my hands! Sorry, chat. Hold up. Just gotta do this shit. All right, there we go. Voila. So I'll let that slit in the video. It doesn't matter. It's Jover. I have tiny, tiny fucking hands despite being 6'5". So yeah. So here we have a 6-inch Marvel Legends Spider-Man compared to this. Huge ass motherfucker. Even more comparison time after all. Here's a 3 3/4 inch Thor figure. 3 3/4 inch Hulk. A 7-inch Krieg figure. Just don't let it fool you. Still incredibly tiny. Here, let's put him on an equal playing field there. See, it goes up to about his shoulder. And for last comparison, the Hulk, also by Diamond Select. Yeah, absolutely massive even by their standards. And it also doesn't help that this figure is heavy as fuck. You could use him as a weight. It also helps because it is solid plastic. I don't think there's a single piece of a hollow plastic. Every bit of this figure is a large chunk of plastic, and it is beautiful. So yeah, with all that out the way, let's finally dive into it. So for accessories, we have this tiny display stand that's relatively weak compared to Diamond Select standards back when they used to include bases. This is just a shitty piece of cardboard that's got comic sort of art style to it. Top of what I assume to be a bunch of rock and rubble, and then you could swap it out for this faded dying light looking side again. It's a piece of shit cardboard. Who gives a flying fuck? Get that ass banned. And now on to the figure, who is absolutely huge. For starters, we've got this giant comic book accurate face. Oh shit. With the teeth showing, the gum in there as well. You could even see it. Don't know if you can on camera. Completely blue eyes, no irises. You absolutely get the sense that this is a giant raging monster, and it's even got that comic book art style to him. Got even more of that. You got the sort of fish fin ears. As per usual, giant proportions, holy shit. Really great detail work, if I'm gonna be honest, and great paint work too. Genuinely beautiful. Torso, absolutely immaculate. Look at that shit. I could fit my fingers in the crevices, dude. Look how cool it is, dude. This rocky, giant, scaly sort of thing going around. It genuinely takes like the older comic designs and revamps them and makes them feel new. I love it. Then we go back up here, the torso, more beautiful shit going around the shoulders, the blades. It's almost like platelets. And we've got this beautiful back over here. Look at that shit. More scales, giant, rough, rocky scales. It's so cool. More beautiful musculature. Genuinely beautiful. You get the feeling you're holding an abomination in the best way possible. We've got these giant arms. Holy shit, this dude jerks off with both hands, because look at the size of those arms. My God. And then we've got this ugly ass sort of pinhole here for the articulation. Then we got here, now it's kind of naturally curved. It sort of is kind of a natural curve, but yeah, it's fine, it's fine. You know, more beautiful sort of rough, eroded, rocky scale band so that it looks almost like the comics, you know, the original 60s comics or whenever the hell this guy was first introduced. Except with a lot more detail. Holy shit. Look, it's almost like rough, like it almost looks like it's like damaged skin too. It's so cool. Abs, ribs, giant hands. My God, look at those fingers and look at those nails. Absolutely beautiful. Oh shit, excuse me. Look at those hands. They're huge, dude. Let's move that out of the way. Then we go down here. Then he's got his underwear with the belt. And this dude's absolutely hanging dong, packing dong. You could just tell. You know, more of it. And we've got these giant, huge thighs. Sort of stubby thighs, too. And especially in comparison with the rest of the body. But still more of that great sculpt work going on, dude. Look at the details. The details are so deep, you could fit your fingers in them, dude. It's impressive. Okay, I don't know what that noise was, but still. You know, you've got these kneecaps, really well done, giant legs, and absolutely ginormous feet. Look at that shit. That's beautiful. Those toenails, really well done. Now for articulation, which is where this figure sort of shits the bed a little. Swivel at the head. It's also a ball joint, but it's mostly a swivel. You're not really going to be able to get him to look up or down. It's just a swivel, essentially. Arms are on pin joints, so they go somewhat out, depending on how he's feeling, I guess. Close those bitches back up, and mostly forward and back. Dude, this thing is so big, it's hard to maneuver. Bend at the elbow, it's decent. I do wish there was a arm swivel here, but it is what it is. And swivel at the wrists, swivel at the waist. Legs are also on ball joints, so they go, yeah, they don't move very far. It's mostly just, you know, the size is so fucking big, it's hard to move. Bend at the knee, and then a hinge at the foot. So, yeah, all in all, what do I think? I think this is a really cool fucking figure. You definitely get your money's worth. Sure, it's lacking in the articulation department, but my God, the detail is beautiful. The paint is gorgeous, and the size and scale is immaculate. Chances are, because this thing is released so many fucking times, there's probably countless copies waiting for you at many different price points, I am sure. So, with that said, thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.